All right, happy Friday, Pirate Nation. What a long week we've had. It's been great. It's been homecoming week. We've had a lot of spirit, a lot of different dress-up days, so we've been really loose on the dress code. We've had a lot of fun. Hopefully tonight we're going to get our big win on homecoming, but we are wrapping up homecoming week. We actually had a college fair right dab in the middle of homecoming week as well. So it has been a long, tiring week. We still have one more day because tomorrow we have the dance. So we're excited to be finished up with that. It was fun, but now we got to get back to work as we wrap up the 9 weeks. Just a reminder, next week's going to be a short week. We're going to be there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday only. That's kind of the reward for the long week of homecoming. But as we go back to Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we need to make sure we're doing a reboot and a reset of our dress code. Some of the things that I've been seeing because of the spirit wear and everything else are the jorts, those frays. That's been something we've been battling all year. Remember, rips, tears, frays, all those things are against the dress code policy. Your pants have to be hemmed. Short shirts, we don't want to see skin that should be exposed. That's not in our dress code. As a dad of a daughter, I always wanted my kids to wear wetsuits. So just keep that in mind. Sweats, athletic shorts, leggings, hoodies, those are all still not part of the dress code. So we should not be seeing those next week, including hats, slides, graphic tees have showed way back up this week. We need those to go away for next week as we get back into that dress code. And then, of course, nose rings, especially the hoops and the bull nose rings. Those are not part of our dress code as well. So please make sure, parents, that you're checking your students as they walk out the building. We don't want to have to stop or create any slowdown with the educational process because of dress code. This is a very simple thing to do, very simple thing to handle. Speaking of that, again, we are really close to the end of the 9 weeks, so parents, please check your students skyward, check their grades, check their attendance. We want to make sure they're getting their credits. You should start getting phone calls from the Mr. Colbath if you're having any issues with student attendance, but we need to make sure our students are here. That 90% rule is in effect. We talked about that at orientation. So again, please check your students skyward, make sure they're on top of their stuff. We don't want any students to lose credit or eligibility, and if they get a really low grade this first quarter, then it's really hard to recover, so they may not earn their credit at the end of the semester. Now on the flip side, this is what we're shooting for. We're shooting for a solid finish to our first quarter. We want to make sure we get our grade as high as possible because that first quarter is going to set the tone for the year. If we can get a high grade in that first quarter, what that's going to do is drive quarters 2, 3, and 4, make them just a little bit easier because we got into a rhythm, we know what to expect, and our grade's high enough that it can help us carry our way through the rest of the year. Guys, I'm super proud of your kids as always, super proud of our staff. We are working tirelessly. I don't know about everybody, but I can speak for most of us. We go home at night, we're exhausted, we're tired. We look forward to the weekends to recover and recoup so we can come back, have a great time with your kids, and make sure that we knock out everything that we need to have a successful year. Thank you guys for all of your support. We will see you next week. Now here's this week's announcements.